Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. I got the posse coming. Come on, boys. Come on. Get in there, loose. There's little Stella. What do you think, Stella? Oh, here comes Max. Hold on, folks. Come on, Maxie. You coming in? No? Okay. Alright, well, hello everybody. I'm going to show you these winds. I'm going to probably talk this close to the camera on this side, just because the winds are so strong today. And I may end up going in the greenhouse and doing the video in the greenhouse, because I don't want to have you guys having issues trying to hear me over the wind noise. So, but I just kind of wanted to show you. It's actually not a bad day. We're actually in the 60s here today. Yeah, I'm probably going to go in the greenhouse here. Look at those freaking trees blowing like that. Alright, we're going to go in the greenhouse. Alright. Alright, that's better. Alright, before we get into this video, it is the 6th of March. It is Sunday, 2022. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So I would encourage you to join me then. We'll have a good discussion. I'm not sure what the topic is going to be yet. You'll have to check in and stay tuned for that. But we'll have a good discussion nevertheless. But, yeah. Okay. I got an issue with up on top, and I got to get that dealt with soon. I'll show you, actually. There's a flap, okay, just flap down. That's got to get stapled back down, but it's tough because I'm a big fat guy, so I got to get somebody skinny to climb up here and get up on there and fix that. Just with a staple gun in like 5 minutes at a time. So I'm going to talk to my neighbor Kurt, because he's a youngster. I think he's 30 years old, so he could climb up there pretty easily for me. Alright, before we get into the video too, I want to remind everybody this is the last day of my Legacy freeze-dried food sale. Those of you that are tired of hearing about the sale, you'll be pleased to know that this is the last day of the sale. How do you take advantage of that to save 20% on your purchase? You go to my website, preppernurse1.com, you click on store, it will drop down, you will see Legacy Foods, you click on that, it will take you to the store within the website. Once you are in the store, if you decide to make a purchase of Legacy freeze-dried foods, when you check out, you need to make sure you use the discount code 100,000 subscribers, alright? And that's the numerical 100,000, and you will save yourself 20% on your purchase. Talking about a 25-year shelf life, GMO-free, gluten options are available for people that need that. It is also vegetarian. Also, there are beef and chicken options that can be purchased separately. Everything is in stock right now, so it's definitely a good time to take advantage of that. So I would encourage you to do so. It is, let's see. I call it the lazy man's prepping, but freeze-dried food is something you should have in your long-term preps anyway, no matter what. Just because, again, it diversifies things, and you can get it, set it aside, and forget about it, and you don't have to worry about rotation or anything like that with it. So it's a good thing to have. So, anyway, so that being said, let's go on with the video. I got little Miss Molly out here. So hold on, we'll go back and we'll see if these guys want to go in. You can go in. Come on. Here you go, Mama. There's little Stella. I guess Max ain't going. So, anyway. God, I freaking completely lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm back. It's back. So, we got today, again. It's, like I said, it's in the 60s today. So, the rest of this water is melting off. And I will show you where a lot of this water is coming from. Alright, I'll show you in a minute. But, so it's just, once we get this, the snow off of here, then it's going to be a lot easier. But be a couple days and it generally dries up pretty quickly. But I will show you over here. We're going to get into this video, I promise, in just a second. Look at the water coming there. There's like a waterfall through here. That's coming from the part of the hill that does not have a swale in it. The swale ends over here on this part, and all this water is coming from up here and coming down. So, got a nice little waterfall going there. It's actually pleasant to listen to, I can tell you that. Actually, let me close this up. All right. Okay, so news media. We're going to talk about the news media. And this is what I find, to be honest with you, truly amazing. With everything that's going on right now overseas, I hope this is going to be able to hear this okay. I think I'm going to have to go back into the greenhouse so you're never going to hear me. But I just wanted to show you the water all down there as well. It's going across the street and down the road. All right, we'll go back in the greenhouse. Quieter and you'll be able to hear me. All right, so there's a cracked corn that I picked up. I just got to get that out to the chicken coop yet. So we have had a lot of mistrust with the news media, obviously, right? And a lot for good reason, in my opinion. So all of a sudden now, and this is what I find fascinating about people, okay? A lot of skepticism, a lot of mistrust, not believing what the news media says, but then all of a sudden this situation happens with Ukraine and Russia, and all of a sudden everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. Manipulation, folks. I've talked about this a lot of times. Manipulation is very, very huge. It happens constantly. The American people are very easily manipulated. They're very easily swayed. Whatever is being fed to them, they go, oh yeah, that's the truth. That's got to be right. And see, that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. And so, with everything that is going on, how truthful, and this is a question for you guys, how truthful do you actually believe the news media is being with everything that is going on? All of a sudden, now we trust them? We completely, oh my God, these horrible, horrible Russians, and I'm not, so let me be clear about something. I am not pro rah, rah, rah Russia. I'm just putting that out there again. But I do believe in having healthy skepticism to what is being reported to us. Because just like if you were in Russia right now, you're being fed what they want you to believe. So you see how that works? We are never, ever going to be privy to the truth of information. We are being fed what they want to feed us. So, is the situation bad? Are people dying? Absolutely. And I think it's a horrible situation, and it shouldn't be happening, but it is, and that's the way it goes, unfortunately. But, again, we don't know the whole story. I want to remind some people of a couple things. Does anybody remember all the corruption allegations with Ukraine, with the United States, when Biden was the vice president and his son was sitting on the board of Burisma with no knowledge of anything to do with oil, but getting ridiculous amounts of money for being on that board? Now, that's not called a bribe, of course. It's not called a bribe. But, very interesting. And then when a prosecutor went to investigate Burisma, right, all of a sudden, Biden said, well, we're going to hold up all this military aid. He sat and bragged about it, folks. Bragged about it. Either you get rid of this prosecutor or you're not getting your weapons. And guess what they did? They got rid of that prosecutor. So let's talk about some corruption. Talk about shady dealings and those type of things. Now, again, I don't know all the circumstances that I'm just going by what Biden said himself. That he sat in an interview and said this. Some of you don't like to pay attention to those things. You don't want to see those things. But these things happen constantly. So, in every political system, I don't care if it's Russia, the UK, the United States, Israel, Iraq, Iran, wherever it is, there's always going to be corruption, because when there's power and money involved, there's always going to be corruption. That's just a fact. That's just what happens. So that's the point I'm trying to make in this video is, all of a sudden people are believing whatever's being fed to them by the news media. And I don't always believe everything that I like I said, I'm a big believer in this. I don't believe half of what or all of what I hear and half of what I see. So, when there is so much false information that they've proven was false information being put out there, with different explosions that actually happened 5 and 6 years ago, I mean, pay attention to that stuff. That's what I will always encourage you guys to do, is to do your own research, look at things, look for facts, dig, and and stuff like that. Now, obviously, like I said, the situation over there is very volatile right now, and I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying saying that it's not happening. I'm going to be clear on that. What I'm saying is, you cannot trust the news media. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's all I'm talking about. What's happening over there should not be happening. Russia should leave Ukraine. I'm 100% behind that. I don't think what's happening is right in any stretch of the imagination. But at the same time, again, it is not, you can't sit there and say, oh, well, all of a sudden now the news media is trustworthy and they're being truthful. And really? I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, I want to hear what you guys have to say. I really do. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you trust the news media with what they're saying and the information that they're putting out there? After everything that has happened, after everything that they have done, after all the lies and the manipulation and the twisting of the truth, which happens every single day in the news media, and now all of a sudden they're being truthful? I want to hear your feedback on this, guys. I really do. Yeah, I gotta get up there. So anyway, I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. All right, so I am going to jump off here for now, guys. I will see you tonight in the live stream at 8 p.m. We will discuss a lot of different things, I'm sure. And like I said, just remember, be careful what you're believing and seeing and hearing, okay? Always research, always do your research for that, all right? So anyway, I'm going to jump off for right now. I will see you guys all tonight for the live stream at 8 p.m. Remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Also, again, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that can stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right, I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.